Coach.
Hey, guys.
You're heading to the OAC finals.
That's good. That's a good deal.
Great.
Yeah, I mean, this game, you've had some closer games this year. We were saying, and you guys kind of pull it out. This one, you got to relax a little bit. You don't get to do that very often.
Yeah, obviously we're up 20 at half. I was still really concerned about how the second half was going to go. I told our guys, we've been here before against Wilmington up at the half like this, and we know they're going to come out guns blazing and really pick up the pressure, and they're not going to go down without a fight. So we thought the first 5 minutes of the second half was going to be really, really important, that we didn't turn the ball over, that we played strong and all that. So first 5 went okay, but then the next 5 went really good, and that kind of opened it up. But just proud of our guys for staying the course and not letting Wilmington get in the momentum to get back in this thing.
Coach, we know it's your team's mentality. It's what you preach and stuff like that. But every game, Phil and I, we sit here and we look at these stats afterwards, and there's not that one guy that just jumps off the page at you. It's just that consistency across. You go 5 deep, double digits, and you got a couple guys throwing 8 and 7 up there. When you look at it like that, I mean, just talk about how you've been able to get that to be the team sort of mentality, that we don't care who it is, we just want to score and win games.
Well, it's just our system and what we run and how we practice and what we preach and our culture. It's kind of a combination of all of those things. And we constantly talk about those things. And we've got a philosophy, we've got a way of doing things here, but it's a daily struggle to keep everybody connected, right? I mean, that's just leadership. That's what comes with it. So we work at it a lot. We talk about it a lot, and we've got guys that have bought into it. And I told the guys at the beginning of the year, I'm going to coach the same way I've always coached. We're going to be as good as how bought in you guys are, And right now, the guys are pretty bought in. They're sharing the ball really well, playing really well together. I think we had 6 guys in double figures, which is going to be hard to stop. And you score 102 points, you're probably not going to lose.
Yeah, and at half we were talking about this, and you look at the stats again, it didn't change much. The stats that you like to win are the ones you won. You won the rebound game. You got the points in the paint that you like to do. You obviously get bench points every game. You did what you wanted to do tonight. Yeah,
I mean, when you really execute who you are, the scoreboard's going to look the right way, and the scoreboard looks pretty good for us today because our guys executed our stuff. They did what we do.
And again, when I said there's no one that jumps out at you, Mason Lydic, though, was the guy who had the most points. I mean, just talk about, again, Mason's a guy that, especially this year, and I know in the past he's done this too, but he's kind of become that go-to guy for you guys a little bit.
Well, on both ends of the floor. I mean, I think the thing that makes Mason so unique is that I think he's maybe the best two-way player in the league. I mean, not only does he score a bunch of points and he's a go-to guy, he can light the scoreboard up in a hurry, but he's typically getting everybody's best matchup. I mean, he's guarding guys like Jeffrey Mansfield and doing a great job on him all the time. He kind of twisted his ankle on one of those threes that he shot today, which we had to move kind of Jason to guard Mansfield for a little bit just to kind of spell him, give him a little bit of a break. But, he's usually getting the toughest wing matchup, and he's been unbelievable defensively this year. I mean, I knew he had the offensive skill set, right? I mean, he's a special athlete, really plays a lot bigger than he is, skilled offensively, but he's turned himself into a really good defensive player, and I think that's what makes him really special right now.
And last one here, this is what you guys play for. You get a chance to host the OAC Championship here on Saturday. We know it ends that night no matter what, but, I mean, it's still what you're playing for.
I told our guys it's a unique year. We get a chance, I asked them in film session the other day, has anybody finished their season ever on a win? And nobody had ever finished a basketball season on a win. So we got a chance this year. We got to take care of business the next couple of days, but we got a chance to win our last game of the year and win a championship. So it could be a special day on Saturday. We're just going to have to make sure we're dialed in.
Coach, congratulations. Good luck on
Thanks,
Saturday.
Guys. Appreciate it.
Is now we are joined by Mason Lydic, 13 points tonight, Mason, and a chance at an OAC final on Saturday.
Oh, yeah, finally. Been waiting for this one.
Yeah, I mean, when we talked to Jason on Tuesday, that's what he had said, that, this group has not won a tournament championship. How much have you guys talked about that, maybe even last week, but obviously this week?
Oh, we've been talking about it all year, especially when we found out that the NCAA tournament wasn't going to be a thing. I think everybody on our team has never ended their season on a win. So that's what we're trying to do this year.
Can you talk about, Coach talked about just the bond this team has and how great you guys are working together. And I know it's a shortened season and all the oddities, but from your perspective, is this about as close-knit as a team you've been on?
Oh, yeah, I think so for sure. You know, granted, I think part of the reason because of that is, you know, no fans in the stands, you know, it's basically kind of us against the world kind of thing, so we got to be.
So, you come into this game tonight, and you know that they've just come off a big win. You know, what did Coach tell you guys beforehand to kind of avoid that letdown? Were there some things that he just sort of preached to you guys?
Oh, just play our game. That's all we got to do. We got to go out, play our game, execute how we want to execute, you know, and limit our mistakes.
And you play with a lot of confidence. You know, you go out there. I think, you know, when you get the ball, you feel like you can score from anywhere. Those kind of things. Talk about that a little bit for people that, you know, don't know where you're coming from on that. I mean, do you sort of walk out on the floor like, hey, I'm the best one out here, and I'm going to give it my all every night?
Oh yeah, that's kind of how I think. You know, without being cocky about it. You know, but I go out there, I play my game. I know the guys in the locker room and the coaches trust me to play my game, and I trust every single guy on this team and the coaches. And I think all of us, especially now, have that confidence in everybody on the team.
And you said close-knit team, stuff like that, but, you know, when you look, we were talking to Coach about this, when you look at that scores or the stat sheet after a game, you know, it is so spread out. So many people have scored. So many people have done things. It seems like you guys are just, it's okay. We just want to win. I don't care who scores. Can you talk about that mentality of this team and how we don't care who's the leading scorer at the end of the game?
Oh, yeah, that's how I think it's got to be how the game's supposed to be played, too. You know, everybody needs to contribute, and it's a lot harder to guard 5 guys than 1 guy.
And can you just talk a little bit about what you're looking forward to on Saturday?
Oh, we need to get this win, get this championship.
And one more with you. I mean, it seemed like there was a few more fans in here tonight. Are you guys starting to recognize a little bit of that energy coming back?
A little bit. And, you know, it helps, too, that, it's our parents, too. That helps. Been watching from home all season. You know, text messages, phone calls after the game to talk instead of after the game. It's definitely comforting to come into a game and have our parents here.
Hey, congratulations. Great win.
Thank
Good luck
you.
on Saturday.
Appreciate it.